All right, welcome back, everybody. We are just about ready to get started with our next store, and we are going to be heading to Portland, Oregon, to visit with Cindy at Pearl Fiber Arts. Take it away, Cindy.
All right. Hi, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. It's been a wild and crazy morning here in Portland for me. I hope it's been a calmer one for you. So I'm in, we said Portland, downtown Portland, actually the Pearl District, which is just north of downtown. I put a PDF in the chat of our presentation, and you can find that up there and get an idea of what we're going to be talking about. And I'm going to show you a little slideshow to get us started. So let me see if I can make that magic happen. So here's the shop. It's on a busy street in the middle of downtown. We have all kinds of things around us that are fun, but when you come in, this is what you see. This is Eunice is our little mascot. She's in the front window usually, and she's been wearing a mask for a long time, just like the rest of us have, and we're all kind of tired of it, but we do what we need to do. So you can see the shop isn't huge, but we have it crammed with all kinds of good stuff. In Portland, if you've probably heard about Portland, probably some not so good things, but Portland is a pretty cool town, really. There's art everywhere. There's murals all over town. The Chinese gardens are just a couple of blocks from our shop, and it's a full city block of tranquility that once you're inside, you don't even know you're in a city. It's really an amazing place. There's tons to offer here. One of the things I love about Portland is that we have Powell's books. Now, Powell's is one of the largest, I think it is the largest independent bookstore in the country, and it occupies a full city block. It's so big that when you go in, the first thing you should do is to go to the information center and ask for a map, because that's the only way you're going to be able to navigate and find what you're looking for. They have a huge selection of craft books, new and used. You can often find things that are out of print. It's a must-stop place when you visit us, and we're only 4 blocks from it. I love having that there. The other thing I love about Portland is that we are very close to just about anything you want to do. You can be in the city and do all kinds of city things. You can drive for an hour or a little more and be at the coast, and the Oregon coast is amazing. You can be up at Mount Hood at Timberline Lodge. You can go on the glacier any time of year. There's skiing for many months of the year if you're into that. The Multnomah Falls is beautiful. Everything in the gorge is wonderful. There's just so much to offer here. We love that about Portland. But you didn't come here for a travelogue. You came here to talk about yarn. So let's talk a little bit about some of the things we feature in the shop. We're known as a shop that's about half full of locally hand-dyed yarns. These are some of our favorite local dyers, the Duchess of Dye Pots. She's a friend of mine. She's here in Portland, does beautiful tweed yarns and fingering and DK weight. Alexandra, we're going to be showing you some of her products today. You've probably seen some of hers in some of the other presentations because she's well represented all over the place, but she's been dyeing yarn for a number of years, and we've had her here ever since we opened 11 years ago. So we have a lot of her yarns. We love her stuff. And Fierce Fibers is another friend of mine. Well, they're all friends of mine. What can I say? She does absolutely gorgeous, vivid colors on luxury bases. She's in the middle of redesigning her product line, largely because of pandemic-related issues with getting the dyes that she used to blend her colors, that she can't get the same formulations anymore. So we have her entire inventory right now. It's all on our website. When it's gone, it's gone. And then we'll be seeing what she comes out with new. She hasn't given me a hint yet, so I'm not sure. But we have a lot of her stuff, and it's gorgeous. And the weights on that go from lace weight all the way up to worsted. And then we spread our wings a little bit and talk about Pacific Northwest dyers. Seattle Sky Dye Works is up in Seattle, as her name implies. We have worsted and fingering weight from her and beautiful colors. The one there, the speckle one, I love the name she has for her colors. That one's called Murder Yarn. And I don't know about you, but for me, it's like I needed to buy that just because of the name. Another one that's sort of Northwest, we call her Northwest, is Western Sky Knits from Montana. Right now we have some of her fingering weight and some of her worsted weight. It's beautiful stuff. She lives on a working cattle ranch in Montana, and her dye house is actually what used to be a bunkhouse for the cowboys. So she's got beautifully inspired colors from her surroundings, and that's 17 micron merino worsted weight, and it's so super soft. It's wonderful. Again, all on the website. So here's another look at our shop and some of the other things we have, because it's not just about the local dyers. Half the shop is not local dyers. We carry the full line of shepherd's wool from Michigan. I know you just heard about that in the previous presentation if you were on. It's absolutely amazing yarn, 100% merino, hand wash, beautiful worsted weight, sport weight, and the crazy, which we have in abundance as often as we can get it. We have several lines of Malabrigo. We're bringing in more as we go along. We have several lines from Universal, including the Filatura Natura, 600 yard skeins of superwash sport weight wool. That's really inexpensive and lovely. So there's always something to explore in the shop. We have the Sugar Bush yarns. They're currently in the process of being discontinued. So all of those are on sale. On the website, they're 25% off with a special code, and that's all listed on the website. They're wonderful wool yarns, and there's some wool and alpaca blends and some wool and llama blends, and they're great value even at full price, but at 25% off, they're really nice. Cottons, we have a few. Portland's not a big cotton town. We don't get enough summer here to warrant too much cotton, but we do have a few. And we have lots of fiber. What's shown here is just a tiny smattering. We have a ton of different colors in bulk fiber. We have some hand-dyed fiber. We sell the bulk fiber by the ounce. A bunch of those are all natural color. Well, one of them's dyed. The blue is dyed. But we have a lot of natural colors as well as dyed fibers. And the per ounce price is pretty reasonable. I buy them directly from a mill in the UK. So that's all on our website as well. Spinning, felting, all of that good stuff with the fiber. And we always say, when you visit us, you're not buying stash, you're buying a souvenir because you're visiting Portland, and souvenirs don't count as stash, just like cookie crumbs don't count calories. So we have that on buttons. We have it all over the shop. I'm always saying it, there's no guilt involved in collecting yarn. So everything that we're presenting today is on our website at pearlfiberarts.com. We have a link up there for the Have a Ball Fall Crawl, and it'll show you everything that we're showing here. And again, that is all in the PDF file that I shared as well. So let's show you some stuff live. Hi again, it's me. Can't get rid of me that easy. All right, so first thing I'm going to show you, I've got several kits to show. First one is from Alexandra, The Art of Yarn. It used to be Alexandra's Crafts, and every once in a while I still say it that way, but she's changed it to Alexandra, The Art of Yarn, because she is an artist. And we have these guilty pleasures kits. And, we don't like guilt, so we just sort of embrace it. So what you get in a guilty pleasures kit is one of these. You get a full skein of her Sun River yarn, which is a lovely blend of superwash merino, cashmere, and nylon. And you get a mini skein that complements it. And from that, you can make a whole bunch of different things. Now, obviously, you can make socks with a contrast heel or a contrast toe or both. But there's a lot of other things you can make. And the bonus with this is that you get a code on the ball of yarn. It tells you a code. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right down there and it tells you a code. And you can go on to Ravelry, and there's 4 patterns that you can download for free that will work with this yarn. You only have enough yarn to make one of those things, but they're great. So let me show you the things you can make. First up, you can make this shawl. This is a cute little shawl. It's very simple. You can see it uses the full skein of yarn, and then it uses the contrast color on the edge and a little bit over on this end. The nice thing is it's got this really nice, let me see if we can see it. It's got a nice little mock cable up the side, up the front of it here, all up in here. And that's very decorative, okay? And when you wear it, it's got a little secret. Right here, it's got a little tab, and you can put the end right through there, and it stays on. And you don't have to have a shawl pin. It doesn't have to fall off of you. You can wear it up close around your neck with the pretty cable up by your face. It's very cute. So that's one of the 4 patterns. There goes my shawl on the floor. The other one is this hat. Again, you've got the nice little mock cable pattern up the middle. It uses the contrast color on the top, and it uses the contrast color around the brim. And you've got a nice long brim of ribbing. So you can roll this up however you like. I mean, it'll fit a lot of heads. Let me see if I can put it on without giving it a complete bed head or whatever. Where's the top, the front? Okay, there's the front. So when you put it on, you can roll that up to where it's comfortable for you. Me and my hair is in bad need of a haircut, but my stylist is very busy. I can't get in for another 2 weeks. So you can wear this with this nice cable pattern in the front, and you can put this up, and you can wear it slouchy if you want to, or you can wear it more like a beanie. It's really cute. So that's another one of the patterns that you can get. And what's the other one? There's a sock pattern, and there's also the cowl pattern. Now this one, I'll let her model because I already messed my hair up. So this is the cowl pattern, and it's one of these nice cowls that has the long front so you can keep your neckline warm. It's very important, and it keeps tucked in your coat without being bulky. You've got the cable pattern again. So you start off with the solid, go to the variegated, and it's nice and long. You can pull it up. Heck, you could even go like that if you forgot your mask and you really wanted to. It doesn't work like a mask, but it would look like. So that's the other pattern that you get. Now we've got several colors of this yarn. So the first one that I showed you is the blues. That's color number 1. That's the blues. Very pretty. I'm a blue girl. I'm always buying blue. It makes it easy to have my wardrobe match. Then you've got the purple. That's color number 2. Sorry for the chimes. My computer is loving to give me notifications today. So that's the purples. Number 3 is, what do they call this one? This one, I don't remember the name of this one. It's forest. So it's the number 3 colorway. Beautiful greens, little bit of browns in there, and a really nice green, solid color. Number 4 is the pinks. Anybody that's a pink person out there, I think pink goes with purple so well. It's really a natural combo. Number 5 is aquatic. Now this one I love because this one's teal, and I love blues, but I love teals as well. So you've got all those pretty teals in there and a really pretty teal solid to go with. And the last one is autumn. And it's perfect for this time of year. You've got this color, which is like a little bit of a deep purplish tone to it. And then this golden brown, totally autumn leaves kind of color. Really pretty. So those are your choices. These are $40 for the kit. You get the yarn and you get the patterns. That's 4 patterns, which individually sell for $7 each. So it's a really good value. So we've got those up on the website. And then, where's my next one? I'm discombobulated like crazy this morning. My computer didn't want to boot up this morning. So it was a little bit, who needed coffee? I had adrenaline. Well, again, from Alexandra, we have another hat. This is really a nice hat. It would make a great gift. It's very versatile. The colors are amazing. Again, you've got this nice wide brim. This is done in DK, so it's a little bit faster knit than the one in the fingering weight. Slip stitches to give it the plaid kind of a look. And it comes free pattern with the yarn. And we have a bunch of colors. So here's one of the perpetual favorites, the rainbow. You get the purple, the light purple solid, and then the rainbow of the gradient. Then you've got another version of purple. This is plum. So this one you have purpled into turquoise in the middle. This way you can see the turquoise a little better. And this is a dark plum color in the solid. It might look a little blue depending on your screen, but it is a dark purple. For someone who's a little bit more conservative, or you want something that goes with everything, here's a nice one. This is called charcoal. So you get a speckled mini skein. It's got a little bit of grays in it. And then you get the gray gradient to go with. And there are pictures of the finished hats in these colors on the website. This one is, what is this? This one is sunset. So again, this is a violet kind of a color. Sometimes it reads a little blue because it's actually a two-tone blue and pinkish purple, but it's a violet, and you get the gradient that goes with. And then last but not least, because we already covered that this is one of my favorite colors, is this one. And this is, they call it brown gem because it's got the brown in the middle. Here it goes on this side, you can see a little bit brown in the middle. It goes to a little bit of a green and then out to the turquoise and then a bright turquoise solid to go with it. So again, those are the stolen water hat kits. You get the pattern for free with it, and they're on the website. And I think those are 36. So then you might have noticed this thing behind me. This is a pattern that I did. It's called the American Kestrel Shawl. It's my pattern. It's done, that particular version is done in Alexandra's yarns. She dyed special colors for us. And the ones that I use, there's 3 choices in colors in the Kestrel line. The ones that I used in that sample are this one, which is Sun River American Kestrel, and this one, which is Sun River Kestrel Speckles. And you can see, if you've ever seen a kestrel, they're really, really pretty small bird of prey. And the males are beautifully colored. So this is the first dye lot that she did for us. There's a new dye lot that's a little bit different that I'll show you in a minute. But these are the 2 colors that I used in this shawl, in this sample. It takes all of the 2. The reason it's got this, it's like, this is supposed to look like a kestrel, so that's cool. It's bird feathers and tails and everything. But the reason that doesn't happen in the design is really because I was running out of the first yarn. So it worked out good. Somebody had a better plan for it than I did. The 3rd color in the line of kestrel colors is this one. And this is one of Alexandra's dark side colors. So you've got the blue and then you've got the splash of orangey yellow. And it can pair with either of the other 2. If you use that instead of the American Kestrel and the Sun River, then you'll get a little bit more contrast and more defined in here in terms of the striping, because there is color changes in this. It's just sort of hard to tell right now that, but So that's the first colorway selections, the American Kestrel collection. That was the first dye lot. On the website, you'll see that it says dye lot 1 and dye lot 2. This is dye lot 1. Dye lot 2 came in a little bit different. Now, Alexandra recently moved, and unfortunately in the process, she lost some of her formulas to some water damage. So when she did this second dye lot, it came out different. It's very pretty, but it's different. So this is your Kestrel Speckles. It's a buttery yellow with a lot of the blue in it. And this is your American Kestrel. Again, that buttery yellow. The blue's not quite as dark as the original dye lot was. And this is the dark side Midnight Kestrel. And you've got the more butter yellow in the pop of color on this. So if you like this combination in any two skein form, that's dye lot number 2. And this one is dye lot number 1 and 2. Now they're on the website, but I wanted to show you because they are, you can tell there's more orange in this one and more yellow in this one. So it's just all depends on what your preference is. Now, when you buy 2 skeins of this, you can buy 2 skeins of Sun River, or you can buy 1 skein of Dark Side and 1 skein of Sun River, and the pattern. You put the pattern in your cart along with those. There's a code. It's called Kestrel Kit. All one word, no space. I think in the PDF there's a space between the words, but don't put a space when you use it. It says it on the website too. And when you do that, you'll get the pattern for free. So it's an $80 for 2 skeins or $40 a skein. And the pattern comes free, and that's a $6 pattern. So that's that. So then Alexandra is amazing. She does so many things. I don't know how the girl keeps up with everything. So next I want to show you something from the Duchess of Dye Pots. She's doing a lot of really cool stuff. And one of the things we did with her yarn is another one of my patterns. I got to toot my own horn, you know, who else is going to do it? So that's this scarf. And this is called and Cedar Creek is a fingering weight scarf. You can do it as a shawl as well. The pattern has instructions for both. It starts off with 1 lace. It's got the edging, and then it goes into another lace, and it goes into a 3rd lace. It morphs as it goes into different laces. And it goes, you do half, when you reach the halfway point, it goes and morphs back. So you end up with the same end on both ends without having to do any grafting. Because I don't like it when scarves have 2 different ends. So this has the same. And some customers have done just 1 lace pattern up the middle and not morphed it as they went. And those are beautiful too. You work the lace edging at the same time as the middle lace. And it's really simple. It's like an 8-stitch 4-row, only lace on the knit side, purl on the back side. It's a very simple pattern to follow. So this is done in the tweed from the Duchess of Dye Pots, and we have a whole bunch of her stuff. She has beautiful colors with great names. This is Fire Drake, the red. This one is, if you're a yellow fan, man, this one will knock your socks off. That's called Chimera. And these are the fingering weight, but we have them in DK as well. They're on the website. This one is a beautiful brown, and it's called Sasquatch because we are in the Northwest. So watch out for Bigfoot. This one is Kraken. You can sort of see a theme. I love her logo too. Isn't the logo great? Beautiful blue, a little bit of variations in it. This one's the brighter of the 2 blues. There's another blue. This one is called Lorelei. And this one's a little bit darker navy. It's kind of hard to see on the screen, I think. But Kraken is brighter and Lorelei is more like a navy. The greens, the one I'm wearing is Grendel, which is this one. Grendel. And then there's a mossier green. They're both sort of, they're very Northwest kind of greens. They aren't your bright grassy greens. This one is called Nessie. So there's your two greens. Let's see how they contrast. Then we have, I've got it all within reach, but that doesn't mean I'm graceful about it. Here's a nice pale gray gargoyle. Really pretty. I love the tweeds. The tweeds are really classy. And this one is werewolf. So that's a darker gray, more of a charcoal gray. There's your two grays. Then we've got, this is an ever popular one here. This is Jabberwocky in purple. And its companion is wine. Beautiful colors. I love it. So pretty. Knits up like a dream. And oh, I already showed that one. This one is Manticore. Now, if you like orange, I'm telling you, this is pumpkin spice. Yeah, get it with your latte. It's perfect for the season. Grendel and Gargoyle. Okay, Grendel and Gargoyle. Let me see, where'd they go? Here it is. Grendel and Gargoyle. Grendel and Gargoyle. And these are $30 each. You get 400 and, what is it? 438 yards in a skein. Grendel and Gargoyle. And then here's Yeti, because, you know, the white. Those are all the colors of that. It's awesome stuff. She designed those colors basically thinking about having it for men, because so many colors and hand-dyed yarns are so vivid, and a lot of guys want something that's a little more subdued, but they really have resonated with lots of people. And some of the guys go really big time for bright orange, and you never know what they're going to go for, but that's what it was designed for. And I've seen men gravitate towards her colors a lot in the shop. So I think she hit the mark pretty well with that. So again, with that, if you order that, we've got the scarf, the pattern will be free. I think there's a code. I think I put a code. I don't remember. I tell you, it has been a morning, but it's all on the website. It's all explained there. This shawl, this scarf you can make as a shawl. You can use 2 skeins, and it's just wider and longer with 2 skeins, and it makes a really nice shawl. So there it is again. Yep. Let's do a door prize. How about a door prize? Ramona is my erstwhile helper today answering questions. And so she's gonna give me a name of a door prize. And what you're gonna win is this lovely bag. And this, oh my gosh, where'd the tag go? I don't remember who donated it because the tag fell off. There it is on the floor. Hang on. Now you get to see me. Woo-hoo. Wasn't that fun? This is from Knit Tapestry. That's the bag. It's a really cute little canvas bag, very heavy canvas. But what's a bag that's empty? Well, it's waiting to be filled, that's for sure. But we also are going to give you a head start on that. So in the bag, you'll have a skein of Camp Color from Shabui, a little mini pack from Cornbread and Honey, 2 mini skeins that are really cute, and a mini skein from Alexandra, which is really pretty too. I love those colors. Really pretty colors. You got a name for me, Ramona? I'm sorry? From Zoom, okay. Amelia Dudley? Okay, Amelia Dudley, you're the winner of that prize. So please send an email to us at info@pearlfiberarts, which I had on a piece of paper, and now I can't find it. Let's find it here. info@pearlfiberarts.com. Here we go. There's our email address and our website, all that good stuff. Send us an email and we will get your information and get that prize out to you. And let's choose one from Facebook too, Ramona. Oh, here it is. Dana? Jen. Eimer. Jen Eimer from Facebook. You're going to win this lovely pattern from Kira Designs, along with a skein of yarn from Sheep Graffiti. So send us an email. Here's the address again. This is bigger so you can see better. info@pearlfiberarts.com, and we'll get that to you. Yay, winners. We have winners. We like that. All right. Let's see how are we doing on time. Oh, we still have time. Yay. I still have things on my list. The next thing on my list is another pattern that I did. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of my patterns because I can give them away for free and nobody bothers me about it. No copyright issues that way, right? So you talked, if you listened to the presentation before mine, you heard a little bit about the Stonehenge fiber mill and the shepherd's wool and the crazy, which we're all crazy for. People are always wanting to know what to make from it. So I put together a pattern that uses one skein of crazy for the crown here and one skein of shepherd's wool sport in a solid color that coordinates and a couple of buttons. And it's for this nice little slouchy hat. Super simple. You make the band first with the cables, the little XO cables. This is called Much Obliged. That's the name of the pattern. And that's why we've got the X and O's, because this was done for our Rose City yarn crawl. And we had to do it virtual this year because of the pandemic. And so I wanted to express our gratitude. That was our theme for the crawl, was gratitude. So X's and O's were how I thought to do it. So you knit this first, and then you pick up stitches across the band, which is really easy because you use slip stitches there, so you can pick them up very easily. And then you do the crown in the crazy, and it's self-stripes. Now this one didn't have a whole lot of changes in the color, so you just got a few stripes. It worked out really well to have the crown come out all in one color. But it is crazy. So you never know what's going to happen up here with the colors because they are all different. The way we have this set up on our website, you pick the color you want for the sport weight. You have to trust me a little bit to pick you out a good color to coordinate in the crazy, because as we've said before, they're all different. Every one of them is different. And trying to put up kits. I did it for the Rose City yarn crawl, and it about drove me nuts because they kept selling out as fast as I could put them together. So I decided the easiest thing to do was to just get you to trust me. And we'll pick you out something that coordinates well with it. And you'll also get 2 buttons. Now I can't get these buttons anymore. That company isn't around anymore, but we do have some cute ones. There's this kind. And there's this kind. So we have, let's see, there's these little flowery ones. They're really cute. They're sort of domed, so they mention to them. And there's these woven ones. And we'll pick a set of buttons and put that in the kit for you as well. So you get, for $30, you get the pattern, you get 2 skeins of yarn, 1 solid, 1 crazy, and you get the 2 buttons. Now you'll have enough yarn that you can make 2 hats, but we're going to just give you 2 buttons. Sorry, you have to pick out your other buttons yourself. But it's a really cute hat. I adore it. Of course I have to, I designed it, but I think it's really cute and it's fun to make. I made quite a few of these, and I don't usually make the same pattern more than once if I can avoid it. It makes me a little crazy, but this one was fun to do. So that's another one, and that's on the website. That's the Much Obliged hat kit. And what's next? Oh gosh, oh, Fierce Fibers. I was going to show you some Fierce Fibers. Now, these yarns most of what we have from her are gradient yarns, and there's a ton of different colors. And I can't begin to show you all of them, but I can show you a few. So I think what I'm going to do is turn this a little bit. And when you get over here, you'll see what I mean. See all those gradients? Let me move this. These are amazing, okay? This one right here is called Pollinator. And this one is particular base. This comes in a bunch of the different bases. This one is silk and cashmere, 725 yards of lace weight. It will gradually change as you know. It is the softest, wonderfulest thing you're ever gonna see. One of my favorite colors is this one. Now, I told you I'm a blue fan. This one has the prettiest turquoisey, tealish blue on the outside, yellow, white, and that. It's called Estrelita. Now, what might you do with these beauties? Let me show you. Can you see this? Oh my gosh. This shawl is in the cashmere. And it was 2 skeins of it. They started with the light color, came down, and then switched to a new skein and started with the dark color again to come out to the edge. It's gorgeous. And this pattern, that's called Back to the Garden is the name of that pattern. It's available on Ravelry. Oh, where's my... I'm sorry, I gotta show you that. This one is another one of mine. I'll pick it up. This is a poncho that I did, and this is in the worsted weight. Where her worsted weight is called buxom. Now this poncho is, oh my gosh, what's the name of this poncho? Catchment. I couldn't believe it. I can't remember the name of my own patterns. This one's called Catchment. And I used a rainbow, which unfortunately we don't have any more of, but you could use any gradient in it. It's 2 panels that you then sew together and pick up for the neckline. But it gives you an idea how that gradient goes. And her buxom, it's a superwash merino, cashmere, and nylon base. It'll spoil you for any other worsted weight yarn. It's amazing. All on the website. This one is the Amore base. Now that is 100% silk. And this color is Zanadana. Her names are great too. So those are just a few of the things that we have from her. There's a whole section on the website of Fierce Fibers yarns. And you can see those in their entirety. It's all listed there. There's pictures and the whole bit. We love her stuff, and I am so sad that it's going away. Yeah. What? Yeah, she's going to be doing something new. I don't know what it is yet. She hasn't shared that. She's changing her bases, so not all the bases will still be available because some of them are just not easy to get anymore given the pandemic supply issues. And she's changing some of her colors because because the dye houses in China, which is where most of the colors come from, have changed. And so the formulations that she was using to blend her colors don't work the same anymore because the dyes have changed. So she's doing some new things, and I'm sure that it's going to be amazing. But for now, I'm still ogling over everything I have in stock of hers. It's just really great. On the website too, as I mentioned, is the Sugar Bush. We've got lots of that stuff available still. 25% off. If you're doing anything for gifts, it's wonderful. Most of it's superwash wool, really good value. And then I also mentioned the Fiber Natura newest one from them is cobblestone. And cobblestone comes in really big skeins. Sorry, I thought I was organized. I'm sort of organized. Cobblestone skeins are like this. They're huge, bigger than my head, almost as big as my head. 612 yards of sport weight superwash merino. And this construction is one strand of a solid color, in this case white, and one strand of a variegated color. So you get that marled look throughout. Now, I thought, gee, this would be great for a crocheted baby blanket because it's superwash merino. It's 100% wool. You throw it in the wash. It's easy care, and it's really soft. So I whipped up this. Ta-da! And this is one skein of that yarn. It's a 26 by 26 square. This is a corner to corner blanket, just basic corner to corner crochet. If you've ever done it, it's really fun and relaxing and fast. And it knits up really pretty. You can see the color changes in there. It crochets up. It knits up too, but it crochets up really nice. And I mean, one skein, it's $34 for a skein. And you've got a baby blanket in no time at all. I did this in a couple of days, really quick. There's a bunch of colors. They're all on the website. It's very, very pretty yarn. Really good bargain for gifts. So now let's see. We still have a little bit of time here. Yeah, no winding. That's right, Jenna. No winding. No winding. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, let's see. What else? Oh, I know. I wanted to show you this. We showed you the dark side in, oh gosh, now we have a mannequin back here that's naked. Oh, well, I think you can take it. I showed you the dark side in the Midnight Kestrel color. Here's another color of it. And this is a one skein project that's really pretty. This is the Moonbeam Psychedelic colorway. And the pattern is a free pattern on Ravelry. It's called Stormy Sky. And it's one of those patterns where you cast on at the tip and you start working on it and you keep going until it's the size you want it to be. So this was one skein of fingering weight yarn done on a size 9 needle. So it's real open and lacy. And all it is, the pattern is great. All it is some garter stitch, one row of elongated stitches where you wrap the yarn twice as you knit the stitch. And then on the next row, you knit the first of those wraps and the second one just falls off and makes that nice elongated stitch.
What's the name of the pattern?
Stormy Sky is the name of the pattern. And then you've got some simple knit two together yarn over lace. And you keep repeating those sections all the way through. So you don't get too bored because you've got something different to do every few rows. But you don't have to memorize a lot either. It's very simple. So, and one skein of this yarn just works real well for it. We like to say with the dark side that you knit for a little bit and then you get happy, and then you knit for a little bit and then you get happy. Because that's what happens when you get to those little colored specks. It just makes your little heart sing. So let me show you a few more colors in the dark side because it's really awesome. So this is the Moonbeam that we used for that shawl. Moonbeam Psychedelic. Moonbeam because it's white base. Psychedelic because it's got the rainbow. And if you don't like white, never fear. We have Moonbeam. We have not Moonbeam. We have Midnight Psychedelic with the black. And there's your rainbow on the end. These are superwash merino and silk. 434 yards in a skein for $40. And this one is Twilight. It's a bluish gray, almost a purplish blue, but more blue than purple. And again, the rainbow. Now, if you don't like rainbows, that's no problem either, because we have other ones. Let me do this right. Get this out of the way. This was on the wall, so I moved it down so y'all could see it. Now I'm moving it out of the way. So this one is Moonbeam Purple Rain. Got that bright purple and the white. This one is Saffron. Oh, that orange yellow. It's more orange than yellow, I think. Very pretty. Moonbeam again. I'm on a moonbeam skinny, moonbeam trend here. This one is a GNC moonbeam because you've got the ocean right there. So every little bit, every willow, you'll knit along for a little while and then you'll be on riding the wave. This one is Cherry Burst in the moonbeam. Nice bright red. And those come, I don't have them in stock right now, but we can get them because she'll dye things up for us on the fly, which is awesome. You can get the same colors in the Moonbeam, Midnight, or Twilight, and with the same bursts of colors. There's also one called Dalmatian that's black and white. That's really lovely. There's several different ones. And her other yarns, we've got lots of great things. Look at these combos. Now, if you were doing a kestrel shawl, I think some of these combos would be amazing. These are Sun River. This one is Espresso. And this one is Persimmon. Look at how, wouldn't those be just dynamite together for that shawl? Oh my gosh, I think it would be great. Another good combo is this one. This Spruce Green, it might be listed as Spruce Pine on the website. She's changed the name a couple of times and I can't keep up. And this one's Neptune. Those would be pretty as well, more of a subtle look. What else do we have up here that would be pretty? Oh, this would be pretty too. That's the Spruce Green again, and the bottom one is Ash. It's a bluish gray and white, really pretty. So those are a few things that we've got. Now my time is up. It's been lovely to chat with you guys. I really appreciate you tuning in. And the big ball of yarn is cobblestone, this one. And it's sport weight, it's in our sport weight section. And there's a bunch of different colors, very pretty stuff. So thank you so much. I'm gonna turn it back to Suni and she'll put you on to the next presenter. Thanks.
Thanks, Cindy.